an amazing movie, first of all. Giving both of you guys your flowers. Damson, I'm going to start with you because, my God, now the more I learn about the movie, particularly like how fast you guys were going, you had to memorize your lines, you're behind the wheel, there's fans and everything. How? How did you do it?
I know, right? Just repetition, man. Like,
yeah?
It's a testament to Joe and our entire stunt coordination team, you know, getting me and Brad as prepped and ready for this huge challenge that we were hoping to pull off. And I'm really happy because, you know, for everyone that's going to see the movie, you're going to see the truth. You know, I'm really driving those cars and trying not to die.
You better tell them. You really driving those cars. Kerry, for you, I imagine it was like Javier explained it, where it's like the energy, the crowd, everything is just intoxicating. What was it like from your perspective?
It was a lot of fun. It was really not that stressful. It felt more like fun. Joe sort of filtered down this, like, just, you know, give me some options. Just nothing's wrong. Just play around with it and I'll film it. And yeah, there's loads of money and it's live. But we never felt that feeling. Sometimes, like, when I'd be on the pit wall, the real drivers would line up behind us before they'd go out. Yeah. And on the cans, they'd tease me about who was behind me just to embarrass me in front of everybody. So I'd be like, oh my God, he's right there. That sort of feeling. That's when it felt surreal. But mostly it just felt like fun.
Lewis Hamilton just casually every so often popping up, but I hear he played a big role, and I'm sure that he was just this wealth of knowledge as well. Did you get a chance to like really talk to him and pick his brain?
I mean, Lewis, you know, we'd sit in a trailer and we would just go over the script, like from the beginning to the end, and he'd kind of call BS on some of the sequences that wouldn't happen in real life. But above all things, it was really just a sense of encouragement from Lewis. Anytime he came on set, everyone, you know, there'd be whispers like, oh, Lewis is here. You know, everyone would be really excited, you know, and he'd come up to me and, you know, he'd congratulate me and encourage me to keep going. And that fueled me throughout the whole process of filming. You know, he understood that what me and Brad were pulling off was unlike anything ever done before. You know, only 20 drivers get to feel what we felt, you know. So Lewis being there was and being full of so much passion was just great and encouraging throughout the filming of this.
So I have to ask, what was your real life mama saying after she found out you out here doing what only 20 drivers are doing?
Oh man, she's calling me every 2 seconds. So every time I go back to the trailer, I just have missed calls. You good? You good? You good? And it's a shame because I never got to let her come to set to see me drive.
I think that's a good thing. She would have fainted.
Died.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, she was praying for me as she always is. Yeah. So thanks to her, I made it through alive.
Yeah. Listen, knock on wood. We're here. We're live. Kerry, your character, what I love is she's such a badass. Like, she has the science thing down and also just the way she carries herself. Do you feel like her representation, particularly in like a male-dominated industry like F1 is, really brings like a female audience into the sport as well?
I hope so, yeah, and I hope it brings more females into Formula One too, that they see that like you could be on the pit wall as a strategist or a technical director if you're interested in those subjects, engineering or whatever, that it isn't just a male sport. And I hope it brings female audiences in for the romance element too. I'm a sucker for a little bit of a romance in a movie. So I feel like this film is just, you know, has so many things in it. There's a comedy aspect too. And also it's just set in the world of Formula One. But there's a lot of other themes in it that might appeal to people if you're not a fan of Formula One.
Yeah, I mean, in the middle of it, I was like, how does one get this job? Like, I don't see this on Indeed.com. So
I think you study like crazy.
Yeah,
I think it's like you have to be very bright. Yeah, a lot engineering. And then you work your way up, engineering, aerodynamics. Then they usually go into the like airplane sort of technology and go from there.
Yeah, Damson, you and Brad's character are very central, as well as obviously Javier, but with the connection on screen, it was amazing. Off screen, what was that like? Were you guys meeting for the first time? How did that go?
First time I met Brad was when I came to Silverstone to train, you know, and he was getting in a car and I was like, man, that's Brad Pitt.
Play it cool, play it cool.
But, you know, the dynamics of the character, you know, varied according to what day it was, you know, and lot of the time we butting heads. So I'd come in and I just wouldn't even say anything to him. You know, I'd just go to my side. But being Brad, he's the sweetest human being in the world. He's like, yeah, I don't care about your process. Damson! Give me a big hug.
You're like, I'm method acting, man.
Yeah, I'm like, man, we ain't supposed to be talking to you today. But it was just so cool to work with him and see his humility. And, you know, aside from the acting, you know, he, of course, produces on the movie. Yeah. So he was pivotal in so much of the story. So I was just learning from him every 2 seconds. And, you know, he was just giving me so much amazing advice as a young actor. And I tip my hat to him because, you know, all the rumors are true. He's a fantastic actor and a fantastic human being.
The age jokes. Why you gotta do my man like that? I was like, after the 4th one, I'm like, dang.
Hey,
was it hard to say it?
He was there, you know, with the script. You know what's so funny? It kind of was hard to say it in the beginning.
It was hard, yeah.
I mean, Brad looks 21, so I'm just like, hey, I mean, he's kind of old, but, you know, you know. So it was really interesting. But again, he encouraged me, you know, to live the truth of the character. You know, like I said, they butt heads. So I'm so glad that Brad gave me the confidence to run free with that.
Oh, I love it. I know you guys both obviously were hearing about like Lewis Hamilton on the set and whatnot, and you guys got to meet him. He was Met Gala co-chair, so his fashion is impeccable as well. Did you guys get any like style tips from him?
I mean, I didn't.
Yeah, I would have.
No, Lewis stays swaggy, man. Like he's just such a huge fashion icon as well, and I love how he's, you know, pushing the sport in that direction and being innovative in that. And you can see it with the other drivers too. They're coming trying to, you know, show that they could dress too. So yeah, it's beautiful. And just for the dynamic of the character, Lewis is Joshua's idol. So it was important to me that Joshua had a sense of fashion too. So thank you to Lewis for that. Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for your time. I appreciate it. Thoroughly enjoyed the movie again.
Thanks very much.
I'm so excited for people to see it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.